Hey guys, what is up?
I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. And ladies and gentlemen, now on this channel we cover the whole Shib ecosystem. I try to dive deep into Bone because Bone doesn't get that much coverage. Also Shibarium. I know there are a lot of channels out there covering Shiba Inu because it is the more popular the more popular part of the Shib ecosystem, but the others also deserve to be heard. But also I like to address different people's opinions, really try to cover every single angle. And someone I find made a very interesting post on Reddit talking about Shibarium and their theory, and I thought, why not actually let you guys know about this, because this is very interesting and this is a very kind of long opinion worthy to be published, to talk about, and to let you guys know. So I'm very interested what you guys would think. So let's just get into it and see what this person has to say about Shibarium. So this person says, a comment was made on one of our posts about Shibarium whether it would be run on Polygon in an effort to reduce gas fees. A fellow member pointed out that Satoshi had once commented that it wouldn't run on Polygon, but a Polygon-like network, inferring that the devs were attempting to develop their own layer 2 L2 protocol. I've had some theories for a while, and this really got me thinking, how does a new L2 fall in with Shibaswap tokenomics? And here's my theory. Please forgive me if I ramble at all. It's 2:30 AM here, and I've had 5 hours of sleep in 2 days. Comment below, let me know what y'all think. Am I onto something here, or am I on out in left field on this? So before I get into it, okay, ladies and gentlemen, this actually post did not receive any comments, and that made me kind of sad. I thought there'd be a massive discussion, so why not put it on my channel, and perhaps you guys could add your comments about this, because if someone posts something of this caliber, it is really, well, it for sure is worthy of some comments. So let's see what this person has to say. Now, I remember reading that Satoshi said Shibarium will be run on Polygon-like protocol. I think it would be great if the devs in fact created their own L2 protocol, but my reservation is, why recreate the wheel to get the same outcome? So that got me thinking, what would I do if I was the devs to set Shibaswap ahead of the competition? I dabble in programming just so I can try and understand some of this stuff, and I think I know the answer. If I'm way off, please tell me. I'm not an expert by any means. Anyways, when we talk about DeFi protocols, the two that really compete are Uniswap V3 and SushiSwap using Polygon. Both swaps are great in their own right, but both have the fundamental issues. V3 revolutionized the way liquidity pools operated. Traditional pools spread out your liquidity pairs from 0 to infinity. Even though a significant portion of that range will never be used, V3 allowed for concentrated efficiency, where a liquidity provider could concentrate their capital into specific price points, reducing investor exposure to impermanent loss and increasing fees earned by over 500% in some pools. AKA, an investor could earn 5 times the fees that a traditional liquidity pool. The downside was that gas fees are still ridiculously high on V3 because it's still using the Ethereum network. Then you have SushiSwap, who built out a L2 through Polygon, reducing fees and increasing speed of transactions. It also allowed users to use the Matic bridge to swap tokens between ERC20 and other networks by a process of minting and burning tokens going back and forth. The beauty is it allowed users to access other cross-chain net tokens through a single interface, and best of all, users paid for gas fees in their native Matic coin instead of ETH. SushiSwap also allowed users to access cashy landing, whereby users can trade on leverage on margin for those investors who wanted to take big swings in crypto. This also had the benefit of allowing liquidity providers to put up their tokens for margin trading, earning good returns and no exposure to impermanent loss, since it was only one token investment. SushiSwap also developed a token vault known as bento box that allowed for margin trading in one transaction hash versus other margin trading platforms that required 3 transaction hashes, saving huge amounts on gas fees and increasing transaction speeds. I guess what I'm getting at is Shibarium needs to be if V3 Uniswap and SushiSwap protocols had a baby, Shibarium would allow for concentrated capital liquidity pools, the ability to switch tokens across different blockchains, using Shib as gas, only utility I can see for it, change my mind, and allow users access to margin and leverage trading, while simultaneously allowing additional revenue streams for liquidity providers and creating token vaults. If Shibarium managed to incorporate the best of both swaps, it could begin to compete for heavy volume, which would bring back the billion-dollar TVL numbers. But if that weren't enough, if the devs could incorporate their own algorithmic stable coin Shib into the mix as a daily transactional token, whereby users could buy and sell it with minimal fees and giving sellers the security of a stable coin and the speed of Visa, it would truly begin to revolutionize crypto. If the devs can pull this off, it would be a game changer in crypto DeFi platforms. Shib would finally have a purpose, Shib would become a global currency, Bone would be highly coveted by whales who wanted governance over the future decisions of the swap, and Leash would be the value store to bring in institutional investors, similar to what Bitcoin is. Uniswap earns $2 to $3 million in fees per day, and SushiSwap earns $1.2 million in fees per day. As of January, there's no reason Shibaswap wouldn't be able to easily pull in $3 to $5 million in fees through its platform. It was able to implement this plan. It's an ambitious goal, but one that I think makes the most amount of sense. Maybe why the devs are playing things pretty close to the vest, as the saying goes, because they don't want other swaps to pivot before they release Shibarium. Let's hear your thoughts. Anyone else have Ethereum? What type of protocol Shibarium will run on, or benefits they should implement? Also, if you know other users who haven't been invited here, please help me continue to grow this page by sending them a message recommending them they check out the pages out, this article and others like it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I'm not going to go into it. The whole point of this, okay? This is a very interesting post on Reddit. Perhaps if you want to join it, the Shiba Inu Kando group. So I imagine a lot of theories will be coming. This one was posted about 4 days ago. I think it's very, very interesting. Undoubtedly, you know, if we could get the developers reading, okay, these type of posts, this would bring them a lot of ideas, interesting things, but they could also have their counter argument. So I would love for the developers to actually respond in these Reddit posts and talk about it, because they are the experts, they do understand. So perhaps this is a viable idea, or it could create problems. Again, I am not a programming expert, you know, I don't know the details in so much depth. So for me, it would be very, very difficult to kind of comment. But I can tell you for sure that we are expecting a Shibaswap v2, okay, an upgrade, probably with more features, easier to use, and just more clarification, easier rewards to get, because, you know, sometimes people were lagging behind. They weren't receiving what they were supposed to get, from what I've heard, okay? And also the biggest development of all was Shibarium. I mean, without Shibarium, this is all hopeless. So once Shibarium comes out, once it's perfect, can really dive into it and perhaps build, you know, the greatest platform, okay? I guess, you know, Shibarium, when it's done, it will have upgrades, okay? If they see any bugs, or if they see any better alternatives, I think we might see a Shibarium 2.0, 3.0. But first of all, let's just get Shibarium out, okay? That's the most important thing. So if you have any thoughts in regards to how Shibarium should work, what sort of features it should include, and all those interesting details that you are expecting from it, please write it down below in the comment section. Share it, you know. Perhaps you may be an L2 solution, layer 2 solution expert. So why not share your thoughts, and then we can kind of engage in some sort of discussion, because the community is very different. You know, there are people that know less, there are people that know more, but altogether it is still knowledge. And most importantly, guys, don't forget to subscribe, okay? Don't forget to hit that notifications bell, because I am going to be producing a lot of content, so motivational content, any new information that has come out, any new developments, and also potential things and theories that people are thinking about, people are commenting. So all that, like whatever you can think of in regards to content in the Shib ecosystem, I will be producing, okay? So it's all for you, for your information, so you are up to date with it. And ladies and gentlemen, as usual, I want to say a big thank you to everyone. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.